just jump right into it, shall we? You boys ready?
Yep.
Eh.
On this episode of the Culture Smash cast, there's no number two in the box office.
Texas Chainsaw fans, get ready for some more disappointment.
And famed anti-phone theater adds phones.
It's the Culture Smash cast, episode 689 for February the 4th, 2026. I'm Stephen Lackey, editor of the Culture Smash cast. Nico?
Nicholas Qualls, contributor to the Culture Smash cast.
Zaki boy?
Zax, my phone's going off because
Of course
there's a
it is.
Teams meeting or something.
Because
and
you're lame.
my-
All right.
Just keep going. Today has been not the greatest, but my name is Zach.
Oh, perfect. Join us every Wednesday night live on YouTube and Twitch starting at or around 7 o'clock CST. Follow us on your platform of choice and get involved in the show because we do answer questions and comments as the show progresses. Special thanks to Skinny Mixes for supporting the Culture Smash cast. Skinny Mixes are coffee, cocktail, and dessert syrups that are 0 sugar, 0 calorie, and 0 to 2 carbs. Head on over to skinnymixes.com and try some of their delicious drink and dessert syrups, such as the white chocolate, salted dark chocolate, and salted caramel. They also feature a variety of cocktail mixes and water infusions. Spice up your coffee or cocktail with less sugar, calories, and carbs. Use promo code CULTURESMASH for a 15% discount on your order. What have you been up to, Nico, since last we spoke? Feels like it was just yesterday, but it was a whole week ago.
I never have an answer prepped for this section. So, not much work, baby. Not being snowed in like you guys. It's really weird how Atlanta treats the threat of a snowfall. We had the smallest amount of dusting this past Saturday, and like really nothing the week before. But like all of the businesses that we had plans to do on both weekends just completely canceled as soon as they could. So it is nothing like you guys in Nashville dealing with like legitimate snow and ice problems and power outages. It's like here it was laughable.
So, funny thing about that is there was tons of power outages, all that stuff. I had none of that at my house. And yesterday, randomly, I guess they were repairing some transformers or something that were connected to our neighborhood, and the power went out. And I was like, "No, no, please, no, we missed it, no!" And it was out for 30 minutes.
I was about to say, I didn't have, I had power the whole time, and then today at work, the last 15, 20 minutes just goes out.
My
Just goes
dad, which is at like the tail end of the Nashville Electric Service coverage out in Ashland City, which is kind of a satellite town, didn't get power again until Monday.
Jesus.
So that's the 9 days, 8 or 9 days they hit it out. It went out so 8. So it went out like the Sunday a week before, went a whole week, and then finally got it on Monday. Luckily, he had the forethought of just GTFOing and going to my uncle's.
Yeah,
so he's
exactly.
been crashing for a week over there.
I don't know where it is now, but as of yesterday, it was still 38,000 or so people still don't have power here.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure where it is today, but I know a lot of people's power started coming on. Thank goodness. So Zach, what did we do over the weekend since the last time we were here?
We went and saw some movies Thursday night.
We did. Did we? How'd that go?
Oh, we'll get into it here at the box office when we get into that. Outside of that,
Yeah.
what did I do? I don't think I did anything.
Right? You didn't do anything. You're useless.
No, I didn't go. Like I went out. You go out and you're like, okay, I can finally get out and you shop. But like, no, I didn't really do much else.
All right. Well, let's
Been
jump
playing
into the...
Banjo Kazooie.
That's true.
I got 4 jiggies to go till I, get to go to the big boss.
All right. Well, let's jump into the box office and we'll talk about what we did. Number 10 was 28 years later, The Bone Temple. It made 1.5 million. It's made 23.6 so far. People should really see this movie. It's pretty decent. It's a fun time.
It's really kind of sad that it's doing as
so
low
badly.
as it is.
Yeah. Number 9 is Marty Supreme. It made another 2.9 million. It's made 90.8 million so far. Number 8 is The Housemaid. This fucking movie just won't go away. It made 3.4 million. It's made 120 so far. Number 7 is Mercy. It made 4.5 million. It's made 19.2 million so far. People, stop giving Amazon this. I mean, this is a failure of a movie, but it's still like 19
No,
million.
it had a hard fucking drop this weekend. It went from 1 to 7.
Yeah, yeah. It looks awful. I kind of want to see it just because I want to look at Rebecca Ferguson for an hour and a half, but that's really about it.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to look at Pratt for an hour and a half too.
I know. The Chris Pratt of it all is problematic. Number 6 is Shelter. This is a new Jason Statham movie. It opened to a $5.5 million. Not the most grand opening for him, but I think his movies kind of make like $20 million or whatever, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Avatar: Fire and Ash, still in the top 10. It made 5.6 million. It's made 386 million so far.
I think they're thinking the total gross is going to be about 1.5 billion,
That's what it sounds like.
which, I mean, putting that in comparison to the other two, which grossed over 2,
It's a significant drop. Yeah.
as a drop, and it's
Mhm.
almost like it's the second film all over again. Maybe you
Yep.
shouldn't have done that.
It's almost like the ooh and ah of this franchise is starting to wear off on people. Number
Oops.
4 is Zootopia 2. It made 5.9 million. It's made 409 million so far. Number 3, number
Here's one for you,
2.
Steven.
What?
Here's one. You should see this.
Wait, hang on. And number 2 is Iron Lung. It made 17.8 million for its opening weekend. And number 1 this week is Send Help. It made 19.1 million opening weekend, and I'm so happy that it did because we can talk about this movie a little bit in just a second.
I think you
Opening-
messed up the opening.
Yeah.
Because
No.
we opened with there's no number 2, which no, there's no number 3 is what you meant.
What? Well, okay, yeah. Because this flip-flopped around a little bit actually, but whatever. The movie that I was dodging, you guys are making me fucking talk about it too much. I was trying to not speak on it. But opening this weekend is Whistle, 63% of Rotten Tomatoes, a little horror movie. We're going to find out about that tomorrow night. And The Strangers Chapter 3. Strangely, no advanced reviews as of
I
yet.
wonder
And
why that
I
is. Do you
wonder
have any idea
why.
why The Strangers Chapter 3 would not have any fucking reviews
Exactly.
to open up this final chapter
Exactly.
This
of
time-
a trilogy?
The critics are the strangers.
Yeah. Now, to get to this past weekend, we saw some movies, didn't we, Zach?
Yeah.
So we saw
Melania. Oh wait, no.
we saw Iron Lung, and we saw
Ah,
Send Help. So, do you want the good or the bad? Let's talk
go
about the
back and
bad.
Yeah.
Well,
We-
we can just start off our night, or we can do the box office. It's up to you.
Wait, what?
Do you want to do number 2 then number 1, or do you want to do number 1 and number 2?
I don't care. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, so we started off the night. We decided to go see Send Help in
This-
Screen X.
This is the new Sam Raimi movie. And I think we can all agree the trailers for this movie were doo-doo.
Well, they weren't doo-doo per se, but they definitely didn't they didn't play to the film's strengths. It just
So-
was another they're trapped on islands movie kind of.
They looked
Trailer.
it looked a little bland. It
Yeah.
looked a little bland. And that was making me sad because I love Sam Raimi. And I just wanted Sam Raimi to do something else good. So we kind of had to go, right? Because it's him.
I mean, Sam
Mhm.
Raimi,
And this movie,
it was a lot of fun.
it fucking delivered this movie. I have now seen it twice. Because we saw it our first night in Screen X, and we only did Screen X because that was the only way the times worked in order
Yeah.
to see it, and then the other movie we had to see. The Screen X, as per usual, looked like shit to me. I did not
It's
like
not
it.
lined up. The color timing is different. The resolution
is different.
There's screen tearing, which you would think someone enabled VSync,
Mhm.
and also it was making me sick.
It wasn't making me sick, really, but
It made me like go "Huh," because the camera like we sat, I don't want to say middle, but like front middle, because
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about Screen X. I'm there for the movie,
yeah.
and the camera would sometimes turn, so the whole room is going, around, and I'm going,
Mm.
um, so I actually, we wear glasses, so I bring a microfiber towel. I put it on my head to act like blinders, so I don't see the sides whenever
So
they would
if you,
turn on.
in case you're listening and you don't know what ScreenX is, it's basically two additional projectors project on the left and right
It's actually
walls of
like
the theater.
four.
Well, basically what it does is projects extended image on the left and the right on the walls, and I don't know in what world this sounds like it would be cool.
A concert,
Because maybe a concert would be
like a
cool
K-pop concert, like KJ goes to those at Screen X, and I can see how that would be,
if they're
enveloping.
shot for Screen X. But then,
Yes.
like, what are you getting? You got the band on stage in front of you, and you got other audience people on the left and right. I
So
mean,
the camera could also be on stage, so you could see other cast, other singers or whatnot enveloping you
hmm
around, putting you in the experience. The problem with us is we are like cinephile eagle eyes over here, so
hmm
we can just tell like the color timing's off. Oh, it's not lined
hmm
up exactly. There's these huge bezels in between. Like, but if you're like, oh, sweet BTS,
yeah.
you don't care.
I mean,
Um,
I remember I don't remember which movie it was. Maybe it was the Godzilla movie that we saw on Screen X, where they had opened up the gate or whatever, and you just saw people standing,
Waiting for
waiting
their
for their
cue.
cue to walk in.
Waiting for the cue.
And
It's
I'm
that
like,
shot where it's like the camera pans over to a guy on a computer, and you can literally see him be like,
yeah,
"Ah,
like he's waiting
yeah,"
for
like
his.
he's waiting for his cue.
And it's like, what? How is this good? It removes you from the movie and like pulls you out. But this one, like one of the ones that really struck me is there's a shot of her laying on the beach, and when you look to the right where her legs stretch out further, it's not lined up. It's like her back is broken.
Distractingly not lined
Yeah,
up.
yeah. But anyway, away from Screen X into the movie, I am pleased to share that if you like Drag Me to Hell, you will like this movie. It is very much in line with that era of Sam Raimi. It's not quite Evil Dead, but it is.
It has a couple
It has
moments.
some moments. I will say this: it's bloodier than Drag Me to Hell.
Dude, this is the first R-rated Sam Raimi film we've had in 20 years. I'll
Yeah,
take it. And there are moments where it goes like, "Okay, we're gonna be rated R now. Hope y'all are ready." And it's the whole audience was going, "Ah!" Like
yeah,
especially
and
me.
yeah. And
Um,
my description of good Sam Raimi is it's grindhouse horror meets the Three Stooges, and that's
yes,
this movie too. That is Army of Darkness and
Evil Dead
Evil
2.
Dead 2, and that is this movie also. So I gave it a 4.5.
I'm
I
at a
have
4.
I have very little issues with it. There might be slight.
The script needs a little bit tightening up, mainly in pacing, and
They're just,
also there's
but
some scenes. It's like, yeah, you could cut that.
well, but it's good. You don't want
I
to cut
know
it.
it's
It's good.
good, but it really late. Like, so the overall plot is about this girl who works at a corporate office, some
hmm
company, and she gets fucked over for a
A
promotional
promotion.
position,
Yeah.
and so they take her on a trip because she's a good analyst and something like that. They're also looking for an excuse to fire her, and then their plane
Yeah.
crashes. They lay on so thick the asshole-ish nature of the male characters. It's beyond cartoony. It's like, guys, we get it. Holy
No, see,
fuck.
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with you. I think it is beyond cartoony because that is Sam Raimi,
I
and
get that, but we're
I
talking like 5 scenes.
I think it's fine.
Was
I think
three
it's
not enough?
I think Sam Raimi, uh, when he's doing his thing, is gluttonous,
Sure,
and it is. And
but there is also an element towards the end that I won't go into. I'll say it to you, but like to where they I don't think they developed it hard enough. So when a character pulls this card out and says this, I go, "Huh? I don't no. Go back to the script. You need to rewrite that."
I'm gonna disagree.
Again,
I think
It's
it's
small. It's like, hey, just tighten up the script a little bit. He didn't write the script. It was
no,
the
he
guys that
didn't.
wrote Freddy versus Jason.
Which
It's like
which if you look at
it's
it as
a huge improvement.
it is, these guys really honed their skills between Freddy versus Jason and this.
It's crazy what 20 years can do,
Hmm.
um, or 23 years can do.
Yeah, something
Um,
like that.
but I mean, again, I'm still like, yeah, highly recommend. It's not perfect, but it's great.
So we go from that joyous, fun
Walking out, being like,
adventure,
yeah, that was fun.
and we walk into what, Zach? What?
Iron Lung. Now, get this out of the way. Steven, how'd
Yeah.
you like Iron Lung?
I fucking hated it. I angry hated that movie. I
I don't
fucking
hate it.
hated it.
I don't hate it.
I
I
hate it.
go, this is heavily flawed.
Is it the worst thing I've seen? No.
No,
But do I hate it? Yeah, I do.
I don't even think it's the worst thing I've seen this year. Silent Hill was way worse.
I'm gonna disagree. Silent Hill's a piece of shit also, but
Silent Hill is a fucking disaster. This is like, okay, I see what you're going for here. You failed, but you had like solid foundations to go off
Iron
of.
Iron Lung is a sci-fi, I guess, kind of sci-fi horror movie. Now, let's be real. I'm telling you right now, Zach is being soft on this movie because he likes the game and he likes the YouTuber. We'll talk about this a
I'm
year
not
from
even
now.
subscribed to him.
A year from now, yeah. But anytime it's a YouTuber, you go soft. Like you're even being
Okay,
soft on
fuck Chris
Stuckman into it.
Stuckman is fucking ass
And
movie.
yeah, um, but I guarantee you, a year from now, we revisit this, and you're like, "Yeah, that movie, it's not good. It's
Okay,
bad. It
here's my
sucks. It
thoughts on the
sucks."
film. It is It's about there's an expedition to where in the future suddenly all the stars disappear and they want to investigate this little ocean of blood. So they take a prisoner and they say, "You want to earn your freedom? Investigate the things we need to investigate, and we'll let you go." The biggest problem with this film is it is way too fucking long. It is 2 hours and 6 minutes, and it needs to be at maximum
20 minutes.
90 minutes.
20 minutes.
At maximum.
At maximum, 20 minutes.
No, I don't see how you do all your plot points in 20 minutes in this film, unless you're
Oh,
just a
oh,
fucking
you,
montage.
you mean the exposition, which this movie is nothing but exposition.
Yes, the whole thing takes place in this little submarine, so you kind of have to have that. I get that. You're putting
Hmm.
your audience is the character of that's being forced to do this. So everything he learns, we learn. And you do this because we're stuck in a fucking submarine exposition. Um, the problem here is pacing. It is really slow. And while I do like a slow burn, it is like, come on, you need to like get this going. And
I
uh,
full on fell the fuck asleep at one point.
I can
And
see that happening. Like, full disclosure, this is for fans of the YouTuber who enjoy him. And let's get this out of the way. He's a fine actor. Like, I think he did a fine job. So it's not shit acting.
the only
Um,
positive I give the movie, the only positive, is that I think he's an okay actor. The directing is bad. I think the editing is bad. The pacing is bad. The script is stupid because it's just 2 hours of exposition. It's like tell don't show for the entirety of the movie until the last 10 minutes.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's your limitation, Steven. You have to do this. You have to have the whole thing set in the submarine. How do
No,
you
you
do
don't.
it? You
No, you
have to
don't.
do that. That is your
No,
limitation.
no.
That is the
Then don't.
limitation I am
If
putting you
it,
on.
no,
How do you
no,
do this?
no. I don't accept that. I don't
Okay,
accept
well,
that.
then you're not making the film. Fuck you. Mark, get in here if we're going to make the film. Like, but that's the thing, is you have to set it in the submarine entirely. So you're saying it's all exposition. I'm like, that's the foundation of your story, is it is that. So going based
No.
off that, I mean, you can have the character hallucinate and have a flashback if you wanted to, but and they do that. But like, that's you can't just suddenly cut to the outside world and sew everything. That's the limitation the film set itself in.
No, well, then that's a failing of
It's
the film.
a flaw of the film.
It's a
Yes,
failure of the film.
I'm saying that's an inherent flaw. I'm saying I wish someone else edited this movie. Mark also edited it as well, and it shows. It's like he's in love with everything that goes on. As an editor, I look at some of the scenes and go, cut this, trim this, compress this. Like, that's what I'm saying is I wish there were more hands in the kitchen to guide him through this
I think
rather than him pulling a John Carpenter or a Robert Rodriguez and being like, "I'll do everything." It's like,
I think with the self-imposed limitations that he had put on himself to make this movie, setting it in a submarine, not allowing for anything to actually happen. Let's just put it like that. We're going to have exposition to just tell us stuff. Then it should be a short film. It should be a really cool 15-minute short film.
well, I'm saying if you want it to be a feature, at most 90 minutes, preferably
Ugh.
80.
That's
But if you're doing a short,
still
a 30-minute short would have been pretty neat for this.
That's still too long.
I know we're going to disagree on this. For me, it's a
And
4 out of
honestly,
10 or a 2 out of
this-
5.
this
I mean,
whole-
I don't hate it, but I'm like, man, it's heavily flawed.
The whole idea of the ocean of blood part also to me, like when you create an ocean of blood, it becomes the impact of the ocean of blood becomes less. It's just red water at this point. It's just, whatever. It didn't.
Well, I mean, this leans more into cosmic horror. It's the fear of the complete unknown. And that's its kind of foundation. So it's like it doesn't want to show you anything because that's the whole point is the unknown.
All right. We will revisit this.
I will say, I mean, it had a budget of like less than 3 million and it's grossed 17.
It's probably
it's self-produced, self-distributed. I mean, that's a success story.
It gets no points in quality for me for that. I know people are like,
no.
You got to show love to the indie movie. I'm like, I got to show love to good indie movies.
No. I am saying congratulations on being a success. This is a beautiful moment for cinema as a whole to where somebody can take their money and be like, I'm going to make a movie and see if people want to see it, and people went and saw it.
Whether or not the film was good. Number 3.
Yeah, whether or not the film
been.
was good or bad, it is successful outside of the studio system. That's great. I mean, I was championing Terrifier 3 when it grossed a shit ton of money outside of the studio system. Great. I wish the movie was better though.
I definitely would watch this again over number 3. That is interesting.
I am curious to watch number 3 just to see it, just so I can actually have comments on it.
If I were to do that, I would.
I am pirating the shit out of it. Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
All right, so this week we did this weekend. So let's talk about Film Ball.
All right, so we got the current lineup. So Film Ball, we bid $100 fantasy bucks on the movies coming out during the spring block. We have 3 current games. 2 Steven runs on off Discord with fans, and then the big game with us contributors. Let's hit Discord game number 1. That is going to be In the Rear with Kevin at $1.5 million. JR in third with $17.3 million. Adam in second place with $27.9. And Steven in the lead at $40.8 million.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Winning so far.
In the second Discord game, we got Samantha at $4.1 million, Marcus at $23.6, Nick at $24.2. That is a difference of $640 million between them right now.
Oh, wow.
And surprise, Steven in the lead at $32 million.
I like how this trend is going. I'm a fan of how this trend is going.
The trend ends here. So in the player brackets, I'm playing up the rear with a goose egg, $0. Tina is at $3.4 million. Firmly in the middle is Steven with $17.3. Ahead of him is Zach, second place at $22 million.
Let's go.
And nearly $39 million is Nathan, leading the pack in the player bracket.
Oh, we can't let that continue. We'll never hear the end of it.
It is still very early. We're just now crossing into February. This will cover January, February, March, and April. So we are still nowhere near the end of this race.
Yeah, we've just gotten through Fuck You at January. Now we're starting into the real meat of this particular game. And then we have our Oscar game coming up here in a few weeks too, so I'm excited for that. All right, let's jump into the stories.
All right. So, Fame Independent theater chain Alamo Drafthouse, very prominent for its no phones, no texting campaigns, and trying to be very much a beacon of the theater experience, recently added phones to the theater experience by requiring phone usage to order from concessions during the theater. Um, I believe it used to be a no card system. Steven, I think you've been to that and could attest to it a little bit more.
Yes. So
It's a dining experience at the theater, and you could like
and not to be confused, because you if you could look at this as someone who doesn't know about the Animal Draft House and say, well, what's the big deal? Buy my tickets and concessions all the time on mobile apps on at Regal or AMC. But what this is
yes,
referring to is the dine-in experience. And if you're sitting in the theater ordering food, you used to have a menu, right? And you had they basically give you post-it notes, and you could hit a button, and they would see and it was like a like an infrared light or whatever. They would see it, and you just write what you want on the post-it note, and they come pick it up and get it for you. But now apparently the menus are going away completely, and you just have to fucking pick up your phone during the movie if you decide you want another soda or you want a dessert or something like that. You have to order it on your phone, and that is tragic.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is fucking disgusting. It's like you're telling people to actively be on their phones in the theater. Get that
Hmm.
shit out of here.
You know, and the thing is to use your phone before the movie starts to order or during the previews. I don't really have an issue with that. It's
Understandable.
just there's gonna be people who want a refill on their drink or some shit like that, and or decide they want dessert or something like that, and yeah, it's gonna. This is miserable. This is terrible,
Alamo
and
Drafthouse literally has ads, literally showed ads before the film saying, if you use your phone, we're kicking your ass out.
that's the
What the
thing that
fuck happened?
unless
yeah,
you order our food.
and
But
that's what's
prove to me you're ordering food or texting.
it's so confusing because it goes completely against their brand identity to do
Well, Alamo
this.
Drafthouse was also recently sold. I believe Sony owns the brand
And
now.
I remember we talked about this, and that was my concern. What is going to happen to them now that Sony owns them? And I was talking with Crystal about this earlier. It's like I don't even hate Sony. Like Sony is like one of the lesser evils of studios. But anytime a studio owns a theater, it's bad news. I don't care how good the studio is. Um, and I feel like this is just a move to cut employees. That
I guess,
That
but it you are literally toxifying your brand to save. Like
is
the
it
employees are still there working.
yeah, because they still have to deliver the food.
is it
So
really costing that much to put some little notepads at each space?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you're literally harming your brand as a whole to save
Mm-hmm.
$30.
well,
Yeah.
we're not the only ones objecting to this. The Hollywood Reporter went over the story about how it is being slammed, particularly in the Austin, Texas base, such as the Austin Film Critics Association released a statement decrying it. Elijah Wood, who apparently lives in Austin, says it is, quote, a move completely antithetical to the ethos of the Alamo and to those who love the theatrical experience they provide. And there's more and more examples of all sorts of people in the industry just talking about how terrible of a decision this is.
Yeah, it's like why go here over an AMC if the experience is basically going to be the same now? You can go to an AMC dine-in also, um,
Yeah,
and it's what's the fucking difference?
because the appeal of Alamo Drafthouse was it's for serious people, and if you get your fucking phone out, they're gonna kick your ass out.
Exactly.
I mean, like this is like the worst. I don't even have an Alamo Drafthouse near us, and this is the worst news I could have read today.
The only thing that I can hope is the outcry pushes it back, Because I remember AMC was trying to do this thing for a while where they were saying they were going to have some showings that were
The
phone friendly.
encouraged phone use, or like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And people lost their shit about it and they rolled that back. This is the only thing I can hope is if we raise enough hell about it that they change their mind, because this is awful. Because now anyone can just have their phone out playing on their phone the whole time. And if someone says something to them, oh, I'm ordering food. I'm getting food. Are you? Who knows? Who the fuck knows? I'll find out because I'm going to be there in a couple of months for South by Southwest, and that that festival happens in Alamo Drafthouse theaters. So we're gonna see. I hate it because there's so much that last South by I've been to I've been to an Alamo Drafthouse before, but I really got to experience it better last year, and there's so much that I love about it. The culture of those theaters is so cool, and I just hate to see this ruin it. Makes me want to open my own theater. Damn it! Have you guys seen this on TikTok? I think it's called the Tiniest Theater, and it's a girl who owns a really like this movie theater only seats like 30 people. Like every time I see her videos, I'm like, yeah, that's the life right there. I would love to own a theater like that. But yeah, this is terrible news, and I just think it's interesting. Just like sort of the downfall of cinema a little bit at a time. You know, one it's chipping away at it a little bit at a time. All right.
Because you have to like wonder like what is the solve that this is trying to do, like because like the people who are actively still going to theaters are the people who want no phones.
Yeah.
If you want phone, if you've been not going to theaters for the past few years because you can't use your phone, I don't think you exist. But yeah, it's like most people don't want to use their phone when they're in the theater. It is a time to get away. So that's not the problem you're trying to solve. Is it a problem with your ordering system and you're just not effectively thinking you're generating revenue from the restaurant portion of the dinner experience because you can't process orders well enough? That seems dumb. Like I guess one in between you could do is instead of phones is have a like an ordering tablet at each chair. Like that's still a light or something, but at least you're not getting people on texting or social media. It's here's a device you can only use for our ordering system.
Yeah, like they do that at like Applebee's and shit now, don't they?
Yeah.
Exactly. You're like that same system you could do, and I still would not like it, but it's better than letting people just be on their phones during the movie.
Yeah. It has to be like I know you guys are saying, oh well, they still have to have the same employees to come and get it and bring your food or to bring your food and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like it has to be something related to efficiency, and usually efficiency involves streamlining employees. It can't just be simply not paying for notepads and a pencil. It's got to be more than that. Because
I just look at this and I go, who decided this? Fire them.
Yeah. Because honestly, you know, the funny thing is, I thought this last year at Alamo Drafthouse too. If I was responsible for the marketing for Alamo Drafthouse, I would be selling those notepads and pencils to movies. Let them brand it and pay for them. You know, whatever movie's coming out, all of a sudden that notepad has the logo on it and whatever else they want to put on it. But they don't have to pay for that. They could use it as a marketing tool. So it can't just be about that. It's got to be something about cutting employment.
Collector's item.
I don't know what it looks like, but I like how Field Notes, the pocket-sized notebooks, will do like marketing deals occasionally, and then like that would be a cool thing to have like a notebook that is like the Alamo Drafthouse like notepad you order from.
Yeah.
Like you could totally like merchandise it, either putting ads on the sheet or using that as a merchandising item.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. It's just damaging the brand, letting people use their phones to order when it's like it's not going to be that super efficient.
Agree. Speaking of damaging the brand, Zach.
Well, turns out A24 has won the rights to bring back the 52-year-old horror franchise. Let me move this over to where I'm not looking off the screen. Uh, Horror franchise, after a bidding war, the past few months, A24 has acquired Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. The studio confirmed that it is reviving it as a TV series. The show will see J.T. Molyneux attached as the showrunner and Glenn Powell as executive producer. Molyneux worked on the screenplay for 2025's Long Walk, but also was the director for Strange Darling, which I actually
Okay.
just watched like a week and a
Yeah,
half ago.
which is good.
Yeah, it was good. Uh, he says, I've said publicly I'm not interested in remaking perfect films, and the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a perfect film. So I have so much reference for director and co-writer Toby Hooper and Kim Henkel because they created something bold, transgressive, and truly seminal that holds up even as today is the gold standard for horror. Um, so I guess he just is happy to have a gig. Um,
Yep.
I didn't pre-read this, so excuse
Of
me.
course you didn't. You're blowing it, but it's fine. It's fine.
The latest release for the franchise came in the 2022's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which was released on Netflix, and I fucking hated it.
It was really bad.
Everyone fucking hated it. It was awful. And you just keep going back, and every single Texas Chainsaw Massacre film is not good. Even two, I'm sorry, but two is not good. Much to the chagrin of someone else here.
And two is fucking fun. I don't care.
It's it's not good.
It is
It's not
very
good.
it is fun. You can eat shit. That movie is very fun. And it gave us Stretch, one of the greatest scream queens of all time. She's right there. Top 5.
It's not good.
It's very fucking fun.
I thought it was a midnight show. Maybe I'll change my mind. I'm like, it's not good.
Wrong.
Meanwhile, this asshole is like, no, it's great.
It's really fun.
This is what
Um
it's like to go see a movie I love, and you're just sitting there like, I fucking hate it.
anyway, it's so I'm so conflicted about this story because I think some of the people behind it are pretty cool. I like Strange Darling. I like some of the vibe of Strange Darling. I think it works, but
But do you look at Strange Darling and go, ah,
TCM?
TCM, or the
No, I
feel
don't.
or the edge of TCM,
No.
like at all?
And
And let's just get this right out of the way. If it comes out and it's amazing, we will spin on a fucking dime and be like,
oh,
we were
fuck yeah, of
wrong.
course. We'll own that, but I
But
also don't see the intensity and sort of atmosphere of TCM stretching across a show, like a series.
no,
I just, I don't know.
because I mean TCM, like those last like what 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
it's just relentless. The movie's going on 50, it's 50 plus years old now. Every time I watch I'm like, whew, holy shit.
So Nico, I feel like you're probably not as hardcore fan as we are. So what do you think about this?
I don't know how it will. I I I don't know. There have been like good like horror movie franchises. They've been like filmed traditionally adapted, switched over to a TV show. Like
Mm-hmm.
recently, Welcome to Derry was really good, and it's playing with the franchise in a way that's not solely just based on the It book or movies. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like pulling Chainsaw Massacre into a TV show seems like a stretch. But and again, like Chainsaw Massacre, like every iteration, it has not held up to the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not holding out hope or optimism about it. It'll just be. It is interesting. How has A24 done a TV series?
Euphoria.
Euphoria, yeah.
Euphoria series? Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Um,
like they've done another one as well, so it's
Uh,
definitely not their first foray.
yeah, and they even have a reality show coming out. I think a game show they're working on, which I think is a bad look for them too. But whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. The
You remember when
problem,
A24 was good?
I do. I think back like when you think about certain horror franchises, giving too much background on the characters takes away from the intensity of those characters. Like I don't hate Rob Zombie's Halloween as much as a lot of people because at least he swung for the fences and he tried to do something different. But
But
also, I do understand giving too much background and reason for why Michael exists takes away from the fear factor of him in that way.
yeah, it's the whole like, well, he was just, misunderstood, or
Mm-hmm.
oh, he was just sad about this. It's like, yeah, but part of the appeal is the unknown. I was just saying
Mm-hmm.
this with cosmic horror. It's the fear of the
yeah,
unknown.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Myers is just he is just evil. Like he is just broken, not because he was in a broken household or was
Yeah.
abused or anything. He's like, no, this there is no soul within this child. He is an evil killing machine. And I feel the same. I'm thinking the exact same way. Like I don't need any history on Leatherface. It's just like I want. It would be maybe it'll be interesting if it doesn't deal with like Leatherface and does like another like massacre or something. Like it could go like an anthology route. Maybe I don't know. I I don't know.
Did,
I'm very trepidatious about it.
so this is what I feel like is going to happen. Like when you watch the original Texas Chainsaw, you get the backstory of the family and the
Uh-huh.
whole. You get a lot of it in the opening of the film. You learn that there's a history of these killings. There's a lot of them. Whatever they've been going, whatever. So I feel like it's going to be turned into a horror procedural where they're just
Hmm.
occasionally he occasionally takes somebody out and maybe they're fucking making chili out of them or something, and there's some fucking sheriff or something that's investigating it the whole time. How else do you stretch that story out? You know what I mean?
I mean,
And
that's
Yeah,
what.
they could do like generational, like focus on like different generations of the family doing the murders as opposed to I guess present day Leatherface.
mm-hmm,
As much as you want to pinpoint when they're going to say the present day Leatherface is. Like, is it the original 70s or is it going to be like a now Leatherface is going to be the present? But like shifting, kind of like what Welcome to Derry is. Welcome to
mm-hmm,
Derry is very much like here's a generational story, and the next one's going to be another era of. And the It story works pretty well because of how cyclical how much
mm-hmm.
you have like the 27-year gap between
Yeah,
each Pennywise, and so you could have something similar to that with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but at that point it feels kind of repetitive to what we are already getting with Derry.
yeah. Well, and it works with Derry because it's a supernatural creature that's basically immortal. Leatherface is gonna come and go one way or the
Yeah.
other. So we have to have if we're gonna do that, we have to have excuses for why there's another generation. And that's why I simply feel like it's going to be a procedural, and I would be willing to bet you that I'm pretty confident that it'll be set in the 70s because they're going to be looking for that vibe.
Well, I
Uh,
think that's why Strange Darling kind of what was his calling card because that had a very 70s feel
it did, yeah.
to it. Um, I just I don't know if I want this at all. Like
I,
I don't think we need this.
and also the other thing I was going to ask you guys is A24 they tend to not always, but they do tend to lean into elevated horror a little bit. I mean, they did give us X, um, the X trilogy, which was I think mostly not elevated horror, but they do lean that direction, and I think that's just such a bad path to go down for TCM. TCM to me is not intellectual; it's emotional. It's angry, and that's it. It's
Well,
mad.
it's that feeling of like you ever been just swelteringly hot in the sun, you're
Mm.
frustrated and you're hot and you got nowhere to go and you're stuck and like that's what TCM feels like. It's just miserable.
And there is social commentary in the movie. Like you watch the movie, they talk about how he Leatherface lost his job in a slaughterhouse, stuff like that. And then the movie also has a little commentary happening about the gas crisis of the 70s. It's in there, but it's a far back seat. It's like one of those 8 passenger vans, and it's in the very back row. It's
Yeah,
not
because
like,
essentially if the gas crisis wasn't a thing, and even if you didn't know about it, you could just say, "Oh yeah, this gas station got no gas."
yeah, why doesn't this gas station have any gas? Well, you know, I mean, it's there, but again, it's not like it's not in the passenger seat. It's not in the front.
Yeah.
And I feel like there will be this want to do more of that. I think that was kind of what happened with the Candyman remake. The Candyman remakes focus so heavily on social commentary that it forgot to be scary.
Yeah.
And it's because it's not a scary movie, and it's more of something different. And I feel like if you do that with TCM, it's just not going to work.
Evening, Dawn.
Wait, what?
Don Hensley says, "Evening, gents."
Oh, what's up, Don?
Um, yeah, I, if you're a fan of TCM, it is like a battered housewife to
Mm-hmm.
be a fan of this series. I mean, I used to make that joke about Halloween. At least Halloween has one, three parts of H2O,
Mm-hmm.
parts of four. Like
Mm-hmm.
there are moments with TCM. It's like you got one, and if you're a sicko, you got two. But
Yeah.
past that, three, Next Generation,
The only other
remake,
one that
the
I can
prequel to the
mild,
remake, the
the only
Netflix
one,
film.
the only one outside of the first two that I can mildly argue for a little bit
Don't say
is
remake.
the Jessica Biel one. I'm not saying it's good, but I can argue for it a little bit. Um, but it's not good. And this is just TCM is such a moment in time, and it's so much about the way Toby Hooper was feeling when he wrote that movie and directed that movie that I just think it's difficult to replicate. It just to do it in a show. None of these shows sound like a good fucking idea though. The Crystal Lake show sounds like a stupid idea, and I think it's finally.
I could at least say there's meat on the bone to explore there.
I mean, there's yeah, a little bit maybe, but
Here, it's like, no, there's nothing to explore. They're just backwood fuckers.
if they want to do, I don't
They ran,
know.
like, the kids ran into him at the fucking wrong time and had a bad day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
and
I kind of feel like we're done. At the end of the film, we're done.
exactly. Did you guys check out the housemaid? What did you think?
No.
No, no.
Sorry,
Uh,
Paul Feig keeps me away after Ghostbusters.
it's not even Paul Feig because I like to sing a simple favor. Um, I do kind of want to see it. I'm going to watch it at some point because I like this sort of '90s, the hand that rocks the cradle kind of vibe, and it feels like it might be that. But I'm just I'm waiting to give not to try not to give any money to Sydney Sweeney. It's just I'm not into her as a person at this point. But I'll watch it eventually. So I was sitting here. I was trying to think: is there a horror movie that would make a good series? Is there something?
Hellraiser?
Um, Maybe Hellraiser, but you know what I think Hellraiser, a good series of Hellraiser would turn into is an anthology, is what it would be.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's what you do.
as an anthology,
You
Hellraiser
follow
would
the
be
box.
yeah that would be kind of a good time.
Yeah, you
I
just
mean,
follow the
that's essentially what
box.
the movies are. You're just turning the movies into a miniseries, and it's just following the box and at each season. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that because you can expand on character, you can expand on their desires and whatnot. You can that's fine.
I
And
mean,
you would have
so it kind of depends on like what you mean by like what movie would make a series, because there was a Friday the 13th television series
Oh, we're
that
not going
had
to talk
nothing.
about Freddy's Nightmares or anything like
there
that.
there
Come on.
Yeah,
was there
but
was
again,
but
like
the
it has to be something that's I think for this conversation, it has to be something that is actually encompassing what people like about the material, including the IP like
Mhm,
juggernaut of like Jason in a Friday the 13th TV show, or
exactly.
Freddy and Nightmare. Because exactly like the Friday the 13th show was an anthology that was not Jason centric at all.
Yeah.
Uh, but like I'm going to mention again, Welcome to Derry, I think is going to be an anomaly because I don't think you're going to see another successful franchise, a movie horror movie franchise jump to TV in that same way.
Yeah, I just feel like you're looking at it and you know the beats, you know act 1, act 2 and act 3 what the beats are, and they're just going to stretch them out across multiple seasons and it's just going to be drug out and I hate that. I hate
Well, I
that.
also think like Welcome to Derry has a pitch. It has like a built-in pitch that they were able to encompass. Like, oh yeah,
Well,
Pennywise comes back every 20.
Welcome to Derry is based off eras, right? So
Yeah,
different.
it's like he
Yeah.
comes back every 27, 28
Mm-hmm.
years, whatever. And it's like we'll hit the other eras. That's the show. It's like
And
what happened the other times Pennywise showed up,
I
and
think what is interesting about that is it's still basically an anthology. It's
mhm,
just a long one. You don't get one
yeah.
episode, you get like an 8 episode story, then you'll get another 8 episode story in a different era that'll be completely different, just mildly tied to the previous one. Uh,
And that's why I
if the
said like if the TCM family
mm-hmm,
is this generational. This is just what our family does all the time. Is
mm-hmm,
so you can go back 2 generations to do that, but you're also dealing with the fact of that's just been done. So
yeah,
what new are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table that's really going to bring TCM fans back to go, hey, I'm excited about this.
exactly, exactly. I don't know. It's hard for me because you know the holy trinity for me is Halloween, Dawn of the Dead, and Texas Chainsaw. So you're messing with one of the best. So my bar is set very high. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But it is an interesting thing. have been since I saw this story the first time, and it's kind of come back and forth because there was a big bidding war for this one, and it was Tyler Sheridan was in the mix trying to get a hold of it, which I think he was doing a movie, so I probably would have preferred that to be honest.
I mean, I
Um,
think Texas Chainsaw Massacre just works as a situation
mm-hmm.
rather than situations.
Yeah,
Because a TV series is situations.
it is. It is. But yeah,
I
I've kind
wonder,
of
I
been.
wonder if it's a bit of like because like Glenn Powell is attached to produce, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily star in or be in, but just to produce it. And it's like he's a Texas guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is Texas Chainsaw Massacre a point of pride to some of the film aficionados in Texas?
I mean,
Apparent.
I know barbecue is.
Yeah, and I was going to say apparently so because you've got the icons of Texas all coming for it.
Yeah.
You know, when you have Glenn Powell and you have Tyler Sheridan, that's fucking Texas right there in Hollywood. The only other thing we could have had is Matthew McConaughey wanting to be in it again, but I think he had his fill of it after a New Generation or whatever.
The next generation didn't do it
Yeah,
for him. Yeah,
I guess not.
he was hoping that shit would be buried.
Right.
I mean, that might be the way to do it is like mix it in with like oh what's the shows Blank Detective.
Oh,
Um,
True
Oh,
Detective.
True Detective.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's an
Again,
anthology show right there.
Yeah.
yeah, but there's a lot of situations in that
Yeah,
show, and also there's more meat than. I look. Episode 1 starts minute 1. You're like, okay, so like, when's Leatherface? Like immediately you hit play on
Mm-hmm.
that show, you're like, when are they going to show Leatherface?
Yeah, and I'm afraid it's going to be one of those things. Like you remember, like the '80s and '90s shows where uh, it would be something like that. Let's say like Knight Rider or something, or you're waiting for the car to do something, or Spider-Man, you're waiting for him to be in the Spider-Man outfit, and it might not be till the end of the episode. You get like two scenes of it, and you're just waiting for him to do it. Like I see it right now with fucking Wonder Man. I'm watching Wonder Man because I heard it was good, and it's just another long ass origin story. I'm like, I just want him to be Wonder Man. Can he just be Wonder Man? Why do we have to have all this bullshit to lead up to it?
I guess the point I was getting at was when you watch True Detective for the first time, you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who is there a killer? Oh man, I wonder who that could be. Immediately when you start this, you're gonna be like,
Oh, you're
where's
talking about
Leatherface?
there's no mystery.
There's
Yeah,
no mystery. So to go that route of like True Detective would be like you're wasting everyone's time. Like
yeah.
when I started like Welcome to Dare, I'm like, when is Pennywise gonna show up? Are they gonna do it? And it took like 5 episodes before he showed up.
Right.
But there was no mystery. It was like, yeah, I fucking know it's Pennywise the Clown.
So Don, we did two of us did see together. One of us liked it, one of us did not.
It was mid.
I liked it. I had a good time with it, but it's not. Yeah, it didn't make my top 10 of
It
last
was
year.
mid as shit.
It didn't even make my top 20, but I did like it.
It was
It.
whatever.
You're so angry today.
I had
Zach's-
just gotten. I am angry today, but I had just gotten fired when I went and saw that. So I don't know.
It might have tainted your viewing it.
I don't
a
know if
little
it tainted it. I mean, I went in going, "Oh, I've heard this is pretty good. I'm in a depressed mood, but I've heard this is good." And I watched it. I was like, "That was so fucking mid."
Well, we got a big fun day tomorrow, though, don't we, Zach?
Oh boy, what are we seeing tomorrow, Steven?
Oh,
Fuck.
we already have our tickets for The Strangers Chapter 3 tomorrow.
I don't even drink anymore, but I'm like, should I do a booze run?
And it's just one of those things where it's what we call homework. Because I've seen the first two. I saw the first one and it was terrible. Went to the second one and I made Zach go also to that one. So now we just got to end it, right? We just got
Well,
to
we just gotta see how does this story end, boys.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't see
exactly.
part one. I'm not going to, but let's just. I gotta know.
Yeah. And then we're going to stick around and see this Whistle horror movie, which I'm hearing divisive things. Some people really like it and some people really don't. So we'll see how it goes.
I was shocked to find out it's IFC. I thought it was Blumhouse for sure.
Yeah, no, it's an IFC release. And I'm actually going before that. We're going to go and see The Moment before that, which is an A24.
Oh, I'm sorry. Some people got to work.
Yeah,
You know?
experimental type of film. But yeah, we will report back on the dual horror movie experience. It's going to be special.
At least we're getting the bad one out of the way and taking rolling the dice on the second one.
Listen, we are seeing The Strangers Chapter 3 at the best possible time because I have seen Return to Silent Hill and I have seen The Iron Lung. So maybe
Are we gonna make it a trilogy and see Mortuary's Assistant?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
that's a straight to Shutter movie.
Yeah.
But and the problem, like, so Mortuary's Assistant is a video game, and they're making a movie on it. And
Yeah.
I looked at it, and I'm like, how the fuck y'all gonna do that? I guess sure. I mean, Mortuary Assistant scared the piss out of me, but that that
'cause
game
your
knew,
baby.
that game knew how to fucking scare me. It was bullshit,
Right.
and I didn't want to play it. Um, but it's like, okay, so we've had two video game adaptations. Should we make it a trilogy this year?
All right. Before we
But the showtimes are like at 9:45 p.m. What the fuck?
That's the big
That
problem.
hurts.
I mean, I would consider going if we could get like a 6 o'clock show. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Nico, I've been meaning to ask you this, and I've been after Zach about it, and I haven't been after him in a hot minute. This is a very much a tangent away from this, but have you guys started watching Pluribus at all?
I should
No,
get
not
back on
yet.
that.
I need to, but I've not started.
We need to have a conversation about that show, so you guys need to get your shit together. And Zach, you are dragging your ass.
Yeah, I haven't
Sir.
watched any episodes since. Like, I'm loving it. I'm halfway through the season. Absolutely love it. More, please. I just need to sit down and watch it. It's on my computer, and I tried to put it on my TV, and it didn't work. I got my player back, so maybe I'll try it again.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, little inside baseball. My 4K Blu-ray player, the nice one, the expensive one, had to ship off to get like warranted, and boy, that wasn't free.
Yep. Hopefully it was worth it.
$160, it better be worth
You,
it. Not to mention the
well, you,
$300 the player cost.
you didn't exactly get your Blu-ray player back at the most optimal time because this is a
Oh,
bullshit week for physical media releases. I only have
oh, dude.
three that matter in my list, and it's Friday the 13th Part 2 is out in a 4K Steelbook and a
Finally.
regular standard edition. Keeper is out in a Blu-ray and a 4K, and that movie's dog shit. Osgood Perkins, I think, is a director. I liked Longlegs, but I think he is quickly proving that he is a
It
one-hit
was a fluke.
wonder. Yeah, it was
It
a
was a
fluke.
fluke.
Yeah, because these last two movies have been doo-doo.
Wow, you really weren't joking. It is a shit week for
Yeah.
physical releases.
Yeah, and then we got 310 to Yuma coming out in 4K from Criterion. That's really about it for shit
Is
that's
it the original or the remake?
it's the original.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the original.
it's the original. Yeah. And that's yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's a
usually,
bad
so
week.
if people don't know, usually there's like a whole list on Blu-ray.com of like all the releases, and usually week to week it's like 70-80% of that list. This week it's like 20% of
Yeah.
the list size, so it's like
Mhm.
that much.
It's
Usually it's like
bad.
this much.
Zach, what Blu-ray player do you have? Someone asking. Oh, 4K player?
Oh,
It's a Panasonic, right?
yeah, it's a Panasonic. I can pull it up here, but it's the one with Dolby Vision. Um,
So the question also in the chat is, do you guys care about sound, like the soundtrack, or are you only like I'm concerned with the plot? Um,
uh,
Bad sound
yes.
can ruin a movie. If the sound is not good, it can ruin a movie. Um,
So my player is a Panasonic DB UB 820K.
Nico, do you have a preference or an opinion
Opinion on the
on
sound?
sound? Yeah,
Um, it, I mean, sound. I think is one of those things where, it, I mean, I mean, if it's good sound, you can definitely notice it. But it's
Y-
when it's bad. That's when it's
You
obvious.
can have
hmm
bad visuals and good sound, and
Yeah,
the audience will forgive you. But if you
hmm
have bad sound and good visuals, the audience will tear you apart.
Hence, any fucking time you can't clearly understand a piece of dialogue in a Nolan film, that is all people talk about.
Yep.
That is
mm-hmm.
all they talk about. But I will tell you, in the theater, if you're and that movie has to be good because I hate coming out of a movie and the movie's not good and all we can comment is well, it had some good atmos. But if you're in a
I mean,
you're watching a good movie and it also has really immersive good atmos, I'll take that over 3D anytime.
Yeah,
oh
Anytime.
yeah, we've been in some shitty films and like with Eddington. We thought
Yeah.
people were talking in our theater. We're like, what the fuck is going? Oh, that's the
Yeah.
soundtrack. Like it
That
was so
mix,
good.
it was so good. I wish the movie lived up to the quality of the sound mix, but yeah.
He
You
lists Tenet. I never had an issue with Tenet. I still don't have an issue with Tenet. I've seen the
I
film in IMAX 70 millimeter. I've seen it on 4K. I've seen it with multiple systems, and I just don't have an issue with that sound mix.
I do. I do. I mean, seeing it in IMAX, I really didn't have too much of an issue, but it's watching it at home. It's kind of
They adjusted it.
there's
They
so much.
adjusted it for home.
Yeah. Um, but I always think of Mad Max Fury Road, like especially the opening of that movie.
mm-hmm.
I always think of Blade Runner 2049, just the way the rain sounds in that movie when he's outside. If you feel like you're getting wet and you're not, it just over you. Those kind of sound things are really cool and important. But yeah, it's just like both of these guys said. If the sound is bad, you might as well forget it.
Yeah, that's why, if you're making a film, make sure you have good audio. Your audience
Yeah,
will forgive an out of focus shot. Your audience will forgive a dark shot. As long as they can hear and understand what's going on, they will pretty much forgive you
yeah,
for a shot. Not the whole film, but a shot, yeah.
yeah. So Nico, what are you guys planning this weekend media wise? You gonna do any movies or anything?
I don't know yet. We will probably figure that out. It's I have some day job work stuff. I'm on call this weekend, so that kind of
Not the on call. That sucks.
yeah, it impacts weekend plan. So we'll see what ends up happening.
Well, if you're listening to this and want to see probably some angry videos about The Strangers Chapter 2, you should follow my TikTok channel because I'm going to make Zach talk
And if
on
you
it too,
want to see
probably.
something about Strangers Chapter 3,
Chapter 3. Sorry,
Chapter
Chapter 3.
3.
Actually,
You
the
forgot
Chapter...
about
Yeah, the Chapter 2 video is already up there. Yeah, Chapter 3. So let's...
apparently, and
yes?
this is apparently true, there is a whole bloody affair cut of all 3 films as one movie.
What the hell?
And they're talking about releasing it, and I'm like, you can keep that cut, and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, I feel like the way, especially the way the first one ends, you attach the second one directly to it, it's not going to feel cohesive.
I mean, I didn't see the first one. Walking into the second one, I'm like, damn, there is no, we're just into it. I mean, it felt like just previously on, okay now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. Why you'd want to watch all 3 of those movies back to back is beyond me because, oof. I say that, but I'd probably do it. I'd probably do it, especially if I can make Zach do it with me, because it's just like a good way to inflict some pain.
I don't drink, but I probably would bring a drink to that one.
All right. Well, then we will report back next week on how that goes. But
God.
Nico, where do we find you on the internet, sir?
you can find links to everything I do at nicholasqualls.com. That's nicholasqualls.com. Or you can watch my hair being poofy right now. Probably the most recent thing I have up there is you could find an article I wrote on the books that I read in 2025, thoughts of them. The amount I actually read that were published new in 2025 and stuff like that. So go check out that. And yeah, pretty much everything I do is nicholasqualls.com.
Zachy boy?
You can find me on Instagram, Master of the Matrix 91. You can find me on Discord and Steam as a Dangerous Mutant Lunatic. And you can find me on Letterboxd, Master Z91.
All right. Find me over still until the app fully breaks. Find me over on TikTok at The.Film.Doc. Of course, right here on YouTube. I'm posting more here. I'm actually doing more high quality content here on YouTube also. I'm watching the 100 worst movies of all time. I've got 2 videos coming for that.
How was Flatliners?
I didn't watch it. I got tired.
You bitch.
No, I'm going to watch it tonight. I have it tonight to watch. I'm going to watch it when I go to bed tonight. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that shit. But yeah, I have 2 videos in the can ready to go for that. So those will be coming out. And it's been a miserable fucking time. So there's that. Also, as of today, I got my press credentials for South by Southwest. So
Let's go.
You can head on over to the cinemanook.com and see my preview stuff, other things. I'm going to probably have to do some stuff over at geeksofdoom.com also for that. So those are 2 places you can find me writing shit. So lots going on as always.
You gonna send me a couple movies?
Send you some movies?
Yeah. You gonna give me some screeners?
Boy, I'm going. They're not giving me screeners. I'm going to see them in person.
Oh. So you got me, bro?
I don't got you, bro. All right. We'll see everybody next week.
Bye, everybody.
Got me.